Say there are a lot of corruption issues in this government.
Yes, a lot of people say there is corruption. Corruption is as old as mankind. And I think it is very important for us to understand the position of this government and President Barrow. President Barrow have allowed all these institutions to do their job. But you and I will agree that the Auditor General's office today, what they are doing, they have not been doing anything like that before, because they have been given the conducive environment, no interference for them to do their job. We have seen other institutions exactly doing the same thing. But when alleged corruptions are made or claimed to be made, institutions wala nyanda bulalo ko norma, and these institutions ne bulalo ko norma for CDR ke ko nyum corruption alti. These matters will be taken to the police, for the police to look at it, for it to go to AG chambers, for these people to be taken to court. And we have seen few of those. So ning investigation will be taken. Kibaro le findekan adunta jana botajan. It is important for us to wait some of these investigations to conclude, and we look at their recommendations. You know, I commend Gala for coming out, a peaceful protest, and I also commend this government for respecting the rights of the citizen. I must celebrate Adama Barrow and his government for that. They have given them the permit, they went out with them, they supported them, the police protected them. That is something that, for us, the 22 years of Yahya Jammeh was alien. But President Barrow have come back to this country, who have given Gambians that right that is given to them by the Constitution of this republic. Freedom of association, freedom of assembly. I would add more. So the investigation will be taken. Nyantam battle for investigation will conclude a recommendation will make. Ika report on info to do with the oil. I think the recommendations are either completed
Naso
or
Assembly adopted it. Because Dr. Ceesay will mean for long. Wato mina molba fola Barrow manta akukelaje. Ako nga singa batu funing adopta. But adopta has been weeks.
Okay, all right. But you know, when it comes to government, things is not as quick as, you know, in Sisakunda. Hey, karikil number. So when these recommendations are done, you know, the government will take it either to the AG chambers to look at it, their legal people, experts to look at it. It will come to cabinet. Cabinet will make their position on it, probably make a white paper on it. These are things that go in a process, and we have to understand
but two cabinet ministers have been named in this, and the Assembly recommended that they censor them, and they are going to sit in that same cabinet to decide their fate.
Listen, it's also important, Fatu, for us to understand. Sometimes when certain discussions are done or to be taking place, and you part of that, and you've been mentioning that, you have to excuse yourself. The president or the secretary of cabinet or the chief of staff of Presidents and Affairs can say, Minister X, Minister Y, this thing affects you, and you have to excuse yourself. You know, in this discussion, there's only two ministers, and the rest are there. They can discuss it. So these are things that is normal.
Do you think the president will adopt, the cabinet will adopt the Assembly's recommendations?
I have not seen the recommendation, but I know that this is not the first time recommendations are taken to cabinet or to government, and for cabinet to make their position. Whatever happened, the government is going to make their position. And we come back to other inquiries. We have seen the local government commission is going on here.
Yeah.
You know, it's distasteful. But people are not out in the street protesting because they have not concluded. When they conclude, then people can demand that certain things need to be done. So I think I'm saying, let's be patient. And also, people who take position of responsibility, let also be aware that we are not going to be there forever. Whatever you do will haunt you. You know, we've seen what happened in the Gambia time. We have seen the TRRC. I think one thing that, you know, Gambians should always have at the back of their mind, Kajiko, ibe mararo maro to be, ibe kuoku kono be sinning. You have to explain. Because we have seen, people have done things in this country, never thought there will come a time there will be everything like a TRRC or a Jane Commission.
And I'm happy you are saying this. Because people have to understand, Soma, Jammeh 22 years, Moma of Miracle, Basila Commission of Inquiry.
Nimman Karang, Bria Jaminara Javid, Argali Commission, and all the other commission. Nimma Karang. But we have seen the Jane Commission. We have seen the TRRC and we have seen other commissions.
Yeah.
And my warning, my point here is to anybody who holds public responsibility, whether it's government or wherever you may be, please don't put shame on your family.
Yeah.
Don't put shame on your people.
Yeah.
That you hold this responsibility because you are not the only Gambian. Me are Londo Soto, me are Nyinya Soto, me are Barrow Soto. There are millions of Gambians, me are Nyinya Soto, me are Londo Soto, me are Barrow Soto. Aletel Haraje. So Haraje, make sure you do it in a way that tomorrow you can have your head high in Tabokoto, in Brufut, in Brikama, in Kiang, in Badibu, in Nyani. And nobody will point at you and say, do more definitely, do anything. It's very, very important. And that's what I tell everybody. At the end of the day, we are servants.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're servants of the people.
Yes. So let's allow these inquiries to happen.
And we wait for and see what the government will say about the Russian oil scandal.
Of course. It's important. The recommendation when it goes to cabinet will make a decision. And if, for example, the two ministers mentioned supposed to be in cabinet, of course they can excuse themselves. At least discuss on stake place. That's important. But I can tell you that, Fatu, that our institutions today have free hands to do a lot. But what we need to do is to build this institution to be strong and be independent. And I think President Barrow is on that path. The police are doing their job with no interference, and other institutions as well are doing their work with no interference. The IGP will not tell anybody. President Barrow called me and said, Nyinkete, oh, the Auditor General, don't go into this, don't go into that.
You know, the IGP is my uncle, so I'm not going to say anything.
He's my brother.
But I've said so many things.
Yesterday, he was eating mango and he didn't give it to me. You know, Ture Kundanko. So quietly, just to conclude, institutional milibije, you know, let they also work hard to build those institutions, to make them firm. And also, let also understand, enforcement. You don't expect President Barrow to come out of the road, from State House and go to the traffic, for example, a kid, you know, that is doing you know, donuts, drifting and go, stop it. You know, people who are given those responsibilities as a police officer, you know, as a medical personnel in the hospital and stuff like that, do it. You are not doing it for President Barrow. Manduma lijel ngurji. You don't lijel ngurji. Why can't you every day? Will get salary?
That's true.
But people go out there just to do eye service, just to go and sit in a particular place. Manduma lijel ngurji. But where we today, you take it. Salary. You know, you take it. What you're supposed to do, you just do that.
Yeah.
So kodefe jamado. But today you go and do those things. Opposition no, people need also, they have a responsibility to do.
Yeah.
And that is very, very important.
That is
very important because this country doesn't belong to Fadu Ture or Ture Kunda or Sise Kunda or Barrow Kunda. It belongs to the Gambian people. You didn't them buy coffee. Them, I'm not you finekon. Them then buy coffee, buy coffee.
Yo dal nga yo dinga yo balanga yo ding fineka ba NPP government dina fa ne fineka.
Yes.
Be yo ngay dem su Barrow jeexee ñu jox Mamour naka la kii tudda
su Barrow jeexale
doomam bi naka la tudda
su Baba
Barrow Barrow su wàccee ñu jox Baba Barrow su Baba Barrow pare ñu jox Fatou Barrow su Fatou loolu la Barrow waxte
non Barrow lu wax dafa yomba and it's very simple waaw naate be jila
ba di la dingo
ala danila di dingo la mom MPP
ani ama fo de akol la dingo
but I made the clarification I made it very clear MPP Barrow dingo le tibi
di Barrow adi Baba ni Baba bota Baba ya di Fatou Bala ni Fatou Baba ya di fengera do dingo to do mimbi je nyima fo nyima lo
MPP B Barrow le MPP Fatou is our father.
Okay, yeah,
so
he's the father of the nation.
Ndol fana kam ndua
yeah
Barrow dim follow MPP let atole na bulo kon atole na ke korel
so atole first in dolan dim fla nyawol
because BBBBB nindem mbaro BBBB nindem president Barrow mbatu nindem president Barrow ma fa bankola na fulode ma fa bankola fengode bankola na fade ba ni alay kharaje fengo min nan tara koyolo jani mina dila fature mba dila MPP if I'm president Barrow no I'm not saying he doesn't do that I'm saying if I am that
albo ke kam fawo
no we are not doing
policy
that. How
alko foi ma fala training full alka mo le follow train ali akuma so and work resources ka bo at Barrow le so ali ole kuma follow atol dal MPP first
almol tombo bare mimbe
diala betina NPP ba
mimbe diala
ba ya man betina NPP bare sila
bare fari no MPP le
ani mantraje
yala ni ko karbe MPP le karmandar MPP par tonya be dabe ni yeddo ko je mi yalon ka kallanke ya yafo mo couleur mi sobati
be independent le follow
okay I've seen so many independent for 2026.
Just like you also. You are also independent.
Who? Independent where?
If first fenko revenue independent first time. If independent all of us are parakat series the NPP can go.
No.
Siri Juma, my uncle.
No, you see.
My uncle. When did my uncle become NPP?
Most of the civil servants, the police,
exactly you.
They have love for a particular party.
Yeah.
But you don't display it.
You don't display it. And that's what your
and that
case.
is important.
That was your case.
It's important.
You are NPP, but in the closet. Ni oppositional na nimol na tera shoto ye tojal for himself because what you are doing NPP la bidding.
No. I was not. Fatu.
Wala ninte sida ninte sida je ka funyo ko ker UDP NPP ko barante man candidate produce de.
No, what I'm saying.
Janke NPP candidate mamboja.
No, it's not like producing a candidate.
It's not they are not fair to me, Seedy.
No, they are fair to you. Let me give you this.
People are not fair to me.
Let me give you this example.
Tonya forek.
Honeybee, Yaro Bendelipaka. And I'm sure you hear it, that I was the one who bring Adama Barrow Korra Bondi.
Yes, that's true.
That's right.
That's true.
And people don't understand how that was done.
Yeah.
It was not like, say, Barrow Korra Komimam Baraka or something. Who is Adama Barrow?
Yeah.
It's important.
Yeah.
When I came to 30th October 2016, they said Adama Barrow was the flag bearer.
Yeah.
I thought it was
a lot of us didn't know.
It was a woman.
Yeah, well, a lot of us didn't know.
Yeah, then, fortunately for us, Adama Barrow became the president.
Yeah.
We want to know who Adama Barrow is.
Where he's from, yeah.
And Adama Barrow is happy. Someone like Seedy Ceesay went to Mankaman and saw the people that this is Adama Barrow.
Where
this
he
is where
comes
Adama
from.
Barrow came from. You're not saying, Adama Barrow betenda. No, but for people to understand who is Adama Barrow. People more than Deliboko Yarolabi. When I was on my platform, people come to me who are from government all over the place. And the average supporter then of MPP or President Barrow believed I was opposition. How do we model Kafonyi? Opposition. But I had to make sure when I sat on that table.
No.
I sat on that
table. No.
Kashadula.
Kashadula was the avenue to promote president's agenda. Wolontonyati. Being alone.
Fatu.
So wala nante. Wala nante. Nte buka worry. Nte buka worry. Wala ni kwenye kwa UDP. Nte buka worry.
Let me say
this. Nte buka worry de because nka fwelo ko barana onkuli yake jane ko. Ay barola agenda push. For B. So ninte fane do agenda push alka nam blame.
Fadu, let me say this. Let me say this to you. You sit here. You watch movies or musicians or whatever around the world.
Yeah.
It's a killing Kano.
That's true.
And you have a soft
it's very
spot
natural.
It's very natural. You have a soft spot for it.
We all have something. Yes. We all have an inclination towards somebody.
I said this to President Barrow, and I'm going to say this publicly because I said to President Barrow, Nga President Barrow ko lumbin December 5th. Bring a cartet, ngana bota suokono.
Yeah.
I drove here to go to Brufut to vote.
Yeah.
I was with the sole intention to vote for Halifa Sallah.
Yeah.
Wallahi, billahi, talla. I was just going to vote for Halifa Sallah.
Yeah.
When I went, and then Brindaraje, the presiding officer will watch this program with Jibeka, or whoever was election officers there.
Yeah.
When I got in, Brindundo Burokono, I spent nothing more than 2 minutes. Nothing less than 2 minutes.
You were there for that long?
I was inside.
Trying to decide. Yeah.
Because I wanted to vote for Halifa.
Yeah.
But also, I wanted to give the person that I like. I like President Barrow.
Yeah.
So I had a serious conflict for presiding officer. They came here, Rido Nyele.
Wow.
I had that conflict. Halifa la baloto fele, Adama Barrow la baloto fele. Ntemu doileti. Ndata karte fay doyle. Baranga nyin kendu kanule, nga likely. And I just like Adama Barrow. Yeah. And I'm not saying this to flatter anything.
And that happens.
Yes, I like him. And then I believe, giving my vote to Halifa, I may end up with a UDP government.
And you didn't want that.
And I didn't want that. I have to be open.
Yeah.
I'm not here,
and that's true. And that's what happened. A lot of people too.
And then, but I do not want a UDP government. And I want to vote for Halifa. voting for Halifa, I might end up with the UDP government. But also, I like Adama Barrow. I decided to vote for Adama Barrow. And after the election, before Seedy came out, MPP candidate for Brikama, I find an audience with Adama Barrow. I went and sat with him. I said, this is what I did. And based that I voted for you, I will support you. Anything that I can do for your government, I can do for you, I'll do it for you.
I'll do it for you.
And this is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of people were election, or a lot of people thought the same way. Ikajal found there were WhatsApp groups of people, supporters of either Makande or Halifa, will say a vote for any of these people would have been for a UDP government, and we didn't want that.
Yeah.
So it was more about a vote against the UDP. More of, but some people also, and then some people will say, near Halifa, Dawoning, Barrow compare, they are liking more of some people. That's what they said, and I think
I don't have anything against
no
UDP,
against, but but
I'm not convinced by their program.
Programs. Okay.
Yeah, I want continuity.
Okay.
But I was not very. Wala na Gambia karefo jaka foni back fa. Ntelo karefayo. Ntema fai definitely on a program.
Yeah, you liking.
Yes.
You voted for somebody you liked.
Yes. If it was program, was Doi.
It was Doi.
Out of all the lot, program will be Moy.
Yeah.
I'm convinced with Doi.
With Doi.
But when I went there, I like Adama Barrow.
You like Adama Barrow, and you voted for
I voted for Adama Barrow.
Yeah.
And this is what happened.
And you have every right to vote for anybody. And
yes.
I believe that, like all of us, we I tell people, nobody is 100% independent. We all have inclinations. In your heart of hearts, there's somebody
you like.
That you like.
Yes.
Even those polling officers and agents near Kartifai, even though they are supposed to be independent, but they can't find mole.
Yes.
Because he believe the molla. So that is okay. IEC chairman, whoever votes, Minuka molla election or supervise, they believe in somebody and they believe for that person. Yes. Sometimes it might not be the president, it might be someone else. So that is okay. And I think we should excuse that for everybody. Okay. But I think also people should understand that people not advocating for the presidency or being critical to the government, it's not that we don't like the president, but it's because we want him to be better. We disagree with some of the things he's doing. We disagree. We want our country governed better. We want a different approach to things like Itolka Kenyami. And that is our opinion. These are valid opinions that the government should be very happy to hear. Because when you are in government, the people that are around you most of the time, in African societies, they just tell you what will flatter you, what you will enjoy, but the opposition, genuine opposition, and genuine activists and genuine criticisms is very much what you should rely on to build on, because oppositions and critics and activists will tell you how they feel, and they are talking on behalf of other people also. So I think those things are very valid in society.
You're right, Fadu. So that's why for me, criticism is like a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably mankunkomku.
Yeah.
You know, man aisado maku. Okay. So that's it. So that's what it is. So I go before a mirror, and every day or every other day, and look at myself and say, okay, this is it. So if somebody criticizes me, I take it in good faith.
In good faith.
But again, let's be objective in our criticisms. Then we don't go very personal, because be ntolebija.
Yeah.
Sinning, mimbe kela jomalo. You can be from Brufut, Yekulu Brufut, Edin Soto. Me yalo mosa bonambase.
Yeah.
Alafala.
Yeah.
So for example, ni de kera modi mi yalo edeko womari kajafi. Warande kajafi doge fa futatola. I remember not very long ago, Kuruo talada jumo doleto, Futuoman City.
Yeah.
Because certain things came to light.
Yeah.
Model balanda. No, yentakela. So let's avoid that. Because Gambia, I said earlier, is a very unique country. It's a country that we should all be proud of. Fatu hani bi, ni dunda sujama be nyimbankunka, ni dunda je, isa fa kondon fele, siman fele, domoro batu, alu fenko ke la kete. So untol doro na okay.
Yeah.
And pray findi ja yeni mo fula mo sabebe ma sute, ima la wulula sute and something. It's Gambia. So I think it is important for us to nurture that brotherhood. We nurture that peace, katoke. Kaje ko obaluoni mimbe na maltema maloni kuluoni balafa mimbe na maltema And again also, for people who are they're social media influencers or they are doing some of these things, of course, it is important that what they are doing, we commend them for it.
Yeah.
You know, they are informing the people, but also this information along of anambula. Alakana mo kana kuma famiyalo kama soto. And mo kana bula alfala ka kajafi.
Yeah.
Because be fadu ninge neng. Lumbon adoyata nyawa mo fula mo sababu jamiyalo abadimila. Ne sidi nembi. Adoyata nyanya mo kilimi jamiyalo kabade. Hani mo mo dimifa. Bara bendingo dimila.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand. So let's be very mindful with that, and that's what I will advise people to do that.
Watu banda ila famune fola supporter sole NPP mola ninga menol be min be jubero.
Thank you so much, Fatu. Abaraka bake yenye opportunity mindinda. Like I said, our doors are always open. Bonde be min fola MPP dingole. Momo yalon kebe MPP bi yenye miro soto warande injero soto. Ko ite me fanje patio kono dukare. Yeah. Futanamba. Ngasinga kacha. Ko do dunde dibo kono ko do dunde filo kono nin sita be nin kacha be nyojale ko kacha wala ka laran ko do fema bonde. So I'm talking to everybody MPP kepo ko xamne yow da nga fogne gislo sa bopa ci MPP ñewal ñu waxtaan amna lo xamni xejna réro la amna lo xamni yow lu ko fokk ak lu am utena amna lo xamni yow am nga skill bo xamni am nga janga bo xamni ñun sola nen ko te dugal la feena o dimbal la ci lenen waaye ñaaka gisee ñaaka toog ñaaka waxtaan xejna réro dina am fofu kon képp ko xamni da nga feel ne you've been missed out, please come and we talk to you. For the Gambian people, Tamalendi Santa di Lenjirim, because they're here to support President Barrow, and we have seen that. Say President Barrow Jena, people are out there to clap for him, to support him, and di ko ñaanal. Sun dina dina ñaton kol fana sun ñom tam, you know, ibe catholic ka duwa banko nga continue dual banko. As we speak, President Barrow will be in SL to open a modern police station. For the history of this country, we have seen the type of police stations that we had. And now, under the leadership of the new police management and Abulai, my good brother, because do ko kontinele. Abulai sanyan ne police kundali kumasi keyele. Yeah. Ke low. Now we have my brother Seedy Mukhtar is there continuing. This Seedy brother do la fana be na ba konti so nimbe do ko ke langa do ko ke miyananko abe nafa wulula. Tomorrow President Barrow will be in SL. As we speak, the people of SL and the whole of North Bank are mobilizing themselves to come and see the most peaceful president. Let me take that from Sabali. The most peaceful president in Africa, you know, is going to be there, and everybody is going to be there. And definitely, that's what we need. Because we do not believe, as a government, you know, and President Barrow believe, just because somebody is alleged and taken to a police station, ala nyanto be nyanda busila bulla ibala ndedu lado damiano kama hala ay tarod lado damiano manka hala. So this modern police station are actually helping us to actually give the Gambian people, those who are alleged, those who are in trouble with the law, when they go there, at least they have their rights. You know, it's a jonkon kendol soto, it's a tarod like kendol soto, wolo harmadiyad. Moe ka volo ko neneta nyinkela, barako alata nyela nyinela. You never know that. Neneta nyinkela, that's possible. You can wish that. I will never go to a police station, but alabe mila nyinela. You don't know that. So Fatu Nyela Santa de Legend better to Lambeja.
Thank you very much. You call the most peaceful president.
Yes. Okay. The most peaceful president. Okay. The most tolerant president.
Okay.
And he's, you know, very, very super nice looking. Yes. I once said to my Her Excellency, I said, if Adama was a woman, tell Afudula. Yeah. That's how much I love him.
Oh my God, I see that. I see you. You are so... You like him.
Yes, he's a likable person.
I mean, he's a likable person. He is. He's a likable person. Yes. Sometimes like a twinkle, you know. No. Generally, he's a very tolerant person.
He's very tolerant.
Generally.
Very tolerant. I mean, we have seen it.
There have been specifics.
I'll just mark him to Sadauda. Sadauda ni Mojima Kuyada. They end up working with him.
Yeah. I like that about him, though.
Yes.
You know, people can be critical, but when they come to work with him, he's very tolerant, accept them, and even that is good.
Before Seedy Ceesay came, kafinde kake NPP la chairman candidate. Before Seedy Ceesay kake admin secretary. Faduma fumo bekan nende barama warade.
No.
So palaso nyibole nenka. It's not me. Today, if I leave that position, I go back to England or I go to Senegal, I go to Guinea-Bissau. I tell you, I'll walk in the street the next day. Yeah.
And that's true.
And the same thing with Adama Barrow.
Yeah.
And
generally,
when Adama Barrow was doing his housing thing here,
yeah.
you know, it was estate agent business, Majum.
Yeah.
Never malo.
Yeah. But sila amna na Barrow kasi interview dilan tolla.
Like who? Barrow for interview kela about.
No, labanta QTV le.
Yes, with Ali.
Ali Ceesay, yeah, my brother. That's my little brother.
Did you formally apply for?
I have applied several times.
No. When did you last apply?
Friend, I applied several times.
You see, Faru, you know, I know we are run out of time, but the president is the most busiest person in this country.
He should not be busy for the Gambian people.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
He should not be busy for the Gambian people.
When I mean busy, I'm focusing. President wala doko banku doko. And I'm not. Let me say this. Let me say this.
You justify
no. President Barrow.
President
Barrow works 7 days a week.
Just like me. I work 24/7.
Understand?
Round the clock.
Round the clock.
Yes.
So
I have less than 6 hours sleep every day.
To fit interviews.
Monday to Sunday.
To fit interviews in that, it can be challenging.
But he can he can give interview to other people and not give to others.
I can tell you this. If you write to the office of the president through the press secretary for an interview, I'm sure this time round, you know, he's going on holiday very soon.
I don't mind going to Mankamankunda.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's going on holiday. He's going on holiday very soon, and during that holiday, there's sort of a lot of room there.
Okay.
It is different when he's in State House.
Arrange
with
it.
all the files,
Arrange
all
it.
the business.
Arrange it.
Yeah,
I want to go to
Just
Mankamankunda and do the interview.
Yeah, of course.
My President Barrow fast. Be Mankamankunda.
Because that's not the first time you had him before.
2 times.
Yeah, so what? Nothing new.
Our interview, and you know, I liked his interviews, especially in Mandinka. Akamin faikam bomon min be faya bemu mansaling olet.
Yeah, very good.
A tele interview is interesting. 2 things I like when the president goes on tour. Ndeka bele jube. Because akam mansaling o min fay kabere ulu tanene memoy. And then interviews in Mandinka. He's the best when he does interviews in Mandinka.
He's the best in all the. But
hopefully,
just a week or so ago, he gave me 2 proverbs. Ako nyankon koron la yalo ko nyankon koron a lazy abeka koronto akatara domondo ako nyafo nyankon koron ne mistake ko kelma ala hajo fala hajo ne man jaraba nyankon koron la nyin tama doya domonde
bara ala hajo ka jara
so that's important.
You should bring him.
And akone ni fa de kumbote mede ode malle famala Tonyalo. So we wrap up with that.
We wrap up with that. Ni fate ifa fate ito kumbola.
Ito kumbola malefa.
Ito malefa ngala. Ni rate fangole ba flambe test dila. Ngam fala place ofa.
Kongo to ne kino dia la kufula ko le mirolo mun.
Abuka buloko.
Ani de. Na sita nyinkino kun, bari nyinkino dia ta. Dinde nyimba mba so do wade jamal. That's what President Barrow told me last.
Thank you so much.